Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here. For today's reading, we're going to be looking at a lost memory. Honestly, I have no idea what will come up in this reading, so trigger warning before we even get into it. If you're afraid of what might come up, or you just don't think, I don't know, maybe it will be positive, I kind of just left it up to spirit to decide what will come up as a lost memory. But I did ask to focus on a memory from childhood, and that the memory would be healing for you, so there is that. Apart from that, please always just take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind, because you're not the ugly stepsister, so please do not force that shoe onto your foot. For today we have 4 piles, and yeah, I'm like, apart from the tarot cards initially, I'm kind of free pulling everything. And yeah, let's get straight into the piles and the reading. I'll see you there. So today I have 4 piles for you. With pile number 1 we have an amethyst crystal. Pile number 2 we have a random stone. Pile number 3 is a rose quartz. Pile number 4 is citron. And I just want you guys to take a big deep breath in and out, and ask yourself what memory is calling to you now. And I will see you at your reading. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. First of all, I just need to say sorry about the noise. I do live in a noisy area. There's been building works going on like the whole time I've lived here, so not a lot I can do about that. So I will try, obviously, in editing to take out as much noise as possible, but hopefully you'll be able to hear me. This reading will resonate and it will all be cool. So this is for you, those of you who chose this amethyst crystal here. This is your reading. So first thing I was seeing for you guys, they were actually playing a song and I was waiting for it to finish. It was the song, I see it in your fingers, I feel it in your toes, or whatever, that basically that song. I don't know the words, but yeah. And I was just picturing like children running through a meadow, like, you know, that cinematic scene where 2 people are running towards each other. Yeah, so that's the first thing I was picturing. And then I also got the word creativity. So I haven't looked at your cards, so we're going to do that now. So we've got the Hanged Man. So we've got the High Priestess. Do you know what I feel like? I feel like I'm on holiday, like in Spain or somewhere. We've got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And this is the 5 of Wands. Like I said in the intro, I don't know what kind of messages I'm going to get, but I am feeling like this is going to be a happy memory, like a fulfilling memory. Okay guys, if I'm being honest, the music got way too much. I couldn't think, so I basically just stopped until the music stopped. So it stopped now. I need to chill out because I got a little bit annoyed because it was like, bro, been waiting all day to film and now you want to play music. Just gonna relight my candle and then we shall get into this reading. Let's use some of the wrong ones. Okay. was meant to cut the wick. Right. Ooh, and that's why I was meant to cut the wick. Okay, let's get started. I never usually light candles when I'm doing a reading, just because I feel like I need to watch candles and I can't watch them and do a reading at the same time, but we're trying something new today, so. Right, so for you guys, I actually remembered now, I came and sat that down. It feels like a lot of you guys will have siblings or some people that you spent a lot of time with whilst you were younger, like a strong, like cousins, or you were in a situation where you were around a lot of children, like a lot of the time, and you feel like you had very active moments in this memory, or you were a very active child, because in the Five of Wands and the Hangman here, it feels, you know, like she's swinging off this thing and they're climbing, and it feels like that kind of jungle gym energy. I also saw someone driving, so you might have gone on a lot of long journeys in the car. This High Priestess, seems like you were a very intuitive child, especially with this amethyst crystal here. I'm also seeing like you may have worn a lot of your mum's jewelry or your parents or someone's jewelry. I'm seeing you like try on clothes or put things on that were lying around your parents' rooms. I'm hearing mum, so definitely for some of you this would have been a mother. Feels for you guys, I'm not getting like one specific memory, it's like a collection of positive memories. Again, I'm seeing you out in nature, hearing just enjoying life, being very free-spirited. I'm also hearing it may have been very easy to get you to go to sleep, like you would be the type of person who would sleep anywhere. And maybe it's because you were just so active, or, you know, when you slept you would like dream and you would enjoy sleeping. Funny enough, I'm hearing sleeping made you feel safe. For me, you do feel very connected to spirit guides, ancestors, otherworldly beings, especially with this High Priestess here. You were very tapped in as a child, whether you knew it or not. Get some clarifiers, please, for this memory. This lost memory, what's this lost memory? You almost had the Hangman come out again. So you had the Nine of Swords clarifying that Hangman. It feels like for some of you guys, you weren't able to be this person anymore or to do these things. I'm picturing someone either in hospital or some kind of separation from an individual who allowed you to be very active, to be creative, to be within the moment. And this would cause you a lot of distress when this would happen. It's like this adventurous side of you would be put on hold when these people I'm hearing, or this person or something, wasn't around, obviously because you're a child, so you need someone to assist you and help you out. But when this couldn't happen for you, it was like, it was quite distressing for you. Right. So you have the Nine of Cups clarifying that High Priestess. And you almost had the Queen of Pentacles come out as well. Oh, oh gosh. Ow, 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 ow. I'm feeling for some of you guys, you had a very nurturing father. I'm hearing a compassionate father. They may have worked a lot. You might not have spent a lot of time with this person. Whether it's a father or just a masculine figure in your life. You guys might be kind of secretive people, or it's like this memory, you struggle to retain this memory, or it's something you'd rather not retain. Tower moment. Tower. Yeah, there is definitely some conflict that has happened. You figure out a bit more about this. This conflict is about your freedom. It's about what you can, I'm hearing what you can achieve. Obviously, when we are children, we have less freedom because people are trying to keep us safe. You know, we're children, we can't do as much as we can when we're adults. But you being very free-spirited, this felt very restrictive for you. You wanted to go off, you wanted to be adventurous, you wanted to leap off the edge. And I'm also feeling like sometimes when you would leap off the edge, you would get hurt, but you were okay with this. Maybe you struggle with attachment now, like you seem quite detached for some reason. Okay, no, I know what this is. Right. This is you blocking off, basically, the third eye, blocking off the chakras, blocking off the energy, the unknown energies. Obviously, with the High Priestess here, you are very intuitive. I'm sure you probably connected with your guides and other things when you were a child, as children do. But you in particular, you also might have really enjoyed the water. Again, I'm just seeing nature. I'm seeing a breeze. I'm seeing you feeling calm in nature. So yeah, with the King of Cups and the Four of Cups here, I'm feeling as if you ended up blocking this off for some reason. You disconnected emotionally from these spirit guides. Yeah, moving away. You either moved away from people, you moved away from... I'm also hearing, sorry, side note, is that your adventurous side, you actually might have enjoyed staying alone a lot of the time. You enjoyed your own company. It's like this was a break from your overactive thoughts, your overactive third eyes. It allowed you to ground yourself. Hearing it allowed you to feel liberated. I'm going to start pulling some other cards now to see what else we can get coming through here. Again, I'm seeing water. I don't know if some of you guys were into surfing. I'm hearing long baths. Lost memory placement. Yeah, there you go. Right, you have the card 15, Freya, Goddess Freya, radical acceptance. You see that warrior spirit in her? She literally screams to me. She reminds me of the brave character. The idea of being in nature, feeling grounded, feeling at home with animals. You have a green Kara, I think this is. Salvation. This is giving me the notion of peace and happiness, of freedom. And then you have a Lilith, independence. That was in reverse as well. I might be completely wrong about Lilith. But for me, right now, what I'm getting is that she was somehow restricted. I'm going to look up the story and link it down below. But this memory, this character of yours from childhood is also tied into your Lilith placement. So you should be able to look that up in your natal chart. Let's see what we got. In radical acceptance, I feel like you also accepted other people. That's what I don't even know if I ever said it, but you guys seem very caring, very, here we go. Hold on. I will read you this in a moment. So my brain's all over the place, isn't it? What's new? Can you be in the middle of chaos and allow yourself to center in the quiet hum in the eye of the storm? Amid the fury of battle, she came to collect the fallen and bring them to a place of rest and recuperation. Yeah, this is very, very important for you. Finding a break. I'm seeing here, obviously, like I said, the conflict, things breaking down for you. I feel like either people moved away, there were sudden changes, things that didn't make sense to you as a child. You might also have quite Libra placements, being able to calm people when things are going, feel like they're chaotic. You are able to find peace within the chaos somehow. The divine has intended you into being and given you the assignment to explore life through certain perceived limitations. You're meant to learn about life in all its complexities, especially learning about how to be in community with others. That's what I'm saying here. I feel like you either have siblings or it's these dots above her head connected to her. I feel like you've been around other people, but you enjoy your own company. You are okay by yourself more often than not. You feel like you're free when you're alone. She who saves. So this goddess is also known as she who saves. Says that you will never be alone in life's journey. This compassionate saver goddess of intimate friendship will ensure that the right people will show up for you at the right time. So yeah, here when I said it felt like either you cut off people emotionally because of the fear of them walking away, of leaving. It was like a protection thing. But you're meant to live your life with other people. You're meant to be in a community. I don't actually know the salvation. Does it? I'm guessing it means save. To come into salvation. I'm also hearing the word protection. And then, yes, Lilith, independence. You're very independent. Here we go. I thought I was I was right about the story, but what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know what I was going to say. So Lilith in the Jewish mythology, I want to say, came before Eve. It says the Jewish goddess Lilith refused to be dominated by the first man, and as a result was called a demon in the stories about her that followed. These inaccurate and damaging stories are so old and repeated so often that no one recognizes how persuasive their implications are. From another perspective, Lilith offers this lesson. No one can prevent you from fully blooming, from learning all you can, from evolving and choosing freedom. Only your conditioned thinking can do that. Be proud, be accountable, claim your power and hold it wisely. This freedom that you had, that it was so innate to you, it's still there. So you should look into snake symbolism. I feel like snakes, also shells. See, a beach again. Some of you guys might always dream of living by the beach, or you found solace. I keep wanting to use the word solace. I don't even know if that's right, but found peace by water, by the beach. Some of you guys also might be Leos, or have significant Leo placements. Self-worth and self-respect. I feel like, yes, you are a very self-assured child. Hold on. So now we're going to go for the self-care oracle. Okay, tell me about pile number one's lost memories. Okay, tell me about pile number one's. Look for fairies. that imagination, that creativity, that out in the wilderness, seeing things that other people are not seeing. Spend time with animals. Yeah, I'm seeing you feel very at peace with animals. You've always had a special connection to animals. For some reason, I feel like you are very, you know, like a type of person, I don't know, can't think of the word right now, like an activist for animals, in that you would prefer to see them in their natural habitat in nature. You're not the type of person who wants to keep them captive. So you might be against zoos or those type of things that take animals away from their natural habitat, because you've always felt like you were taken away from your home or from a safe place. You have the word dance. You also have be still. Be still. I feel like this is very important for you. Again, sleeping. Sleeping is a very important time for you. You might have very vivid dreams. You might travel astrally when you sleep as well. And also I see sleeping as very healing for you. It has always been very healing for you. Dance. That freedom, that movement, that getting very active. You may have even been into dancing as a child, like go to dancing lessons. I'm seeing you being a very feminine person. Like you have these masculine qualities of, well, feminine people are also independent, but you have the intuitiveness of a feminine person, of a feminine energy, and you have the activeness of a masculine energy. You are a very balanced person. I feel like this is why you were able to, if you are good at conflict, you're able to do it so well, because you can tune into those both different types of energies and bring them into balance. Hearing the word alchemist. Make a vision board. Again, very creative. I'm seeing someone who puts together collages, who would like cut things out of magazines and stick them all together, who would make vivid plans about their future, even about traveling. You know, when you're a child and you think of all these like crazy plans and you know you don't have the money to do it, but that doesn't matter when you're a child. It doesn't matter. It doesn't stop you. Those limitations, you didn't have those limitations that maybe some other children did, or adults do, that adults impose on you. I'm very, very drawn to this eye, and I'm feeling protection. You were heavily, heavily protected as a child. You guys may have very beautiful eyes, eyes that look into someone's souls, that can see the truth without people speaking words to you. You also have a very abstract mind. You can put things together that other people can't see, like I said. You also may be very good at holding things together for other people. Give me one goddess, please, about this last memory. Number one for memory, please. Hold on a sec. I only want one, so I'm just going to redo that. Okay. We got two. We've got the card Not For You. Again, talking about those limitations. Knowing what is for you and what isn't. And you know this to your core. You can feel when something is yours and you will go out and get it. No matter what anyone says. And then you have time for a nap. This came out in reverse. What was I talking about? Sleep. You may be the most active person. You might enjoy being active and getting into the mix of things, but you also need your time to be still and to be in quiet and to feel at peace this way, to sleep as well. Sleep heavily coming up for you. Right, I'm gonna read this. I don't know what it's basically, I don't know, I felt very drawn to like write something before I started the reading for all of the piles. Messages were hella random, but we're gonna see what your one was. So we have, I'ma think you were clever before I even met you. You teach me so much about myself. It's scary. Awkward laugh. Okay, first of all, the way I wrote I'ma think, it's like you guys are really funny people. Like you will be the type of person who pulls the cheesiest pun and will like crack the most inappropriate jokes I'm hearing, but it just works when it comes from you. Like people laugh, you know how to uplift spirits, and I think that's why also you know how to balance conflict, because you know how to bring the lightheartedness back into a very serious situation. Here you see the Fool card and the Tower card. The Fool card, he's got the lightheartedness. He doesn't care about this, how serious that everything's. He doesn't care these people falling out the building. He's like, come on, join me. Don't worry. You can come along with me and my pet, and we can live out here in nature. You know, like you don't need that tall tower. You'll be fine. Like you bring that insight that people don't consider. Because I'm gonna think you were clever before I even met you. This might be something people say to you. Like people think that you just hold so much wisdom about you, and you teach me so much about myself. It's scary. So again, you may be sidekicks. You may actually have tuned into this ability now, or just as a child also, in terms of your lost or kind of like, you know, hidden memories, is that you would say things or do things that just resonated with someone else that they needed that they needed to hear in that moment in time. And then I also had an awkward laugh after they said that. So this is why, where was this now? Radical acceptance. I feel like you accept people who maybe other people don't want to accept, or they outcast them. You don't care about outcast, popular, this, that. Everyone to you is equal. Everyone to you struggles. Everyone to you, you can see everyone's pain and you can really empathize with that. But I feel like at the same time you do make people feel a bit awkward, because you say what's on your mind and you're so open and free that it's like a lot of people aren't used to that, you know? Right, we're gonna get one advice card. Well, how many comes out anyway? For this one, and then we will be done with the reading. So, what advice do you have, please, for pile number one? What advice do you have for us, please? Here we go. Your card is, sometimes the good is hidden. Honestly, I feel like this isn't even advice for you. I think it is just a bit of maybe reassurance, in that I think you know the good is hidden. You give people those chances. You allow them to be their authentic selves. You allow them to fail, and then you will help them up again. And I think this is just a reminder to you that there is good in this world, that you come across good, that you are good. It says, find the good in what they say or ask. It's always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be there. Shockingly yours, the universe. P.S. Clues for what you want are hidden all around you. Yeah, I think you know that. You see everything. Just about you tuning back into that energy. About you being open and receptive to that, and to people. Even though they may have not been open and receptive to you, even though they may have restricted you or outcast you as well. I think this is about forgiving those people. Look how messy this is, first of all. I'm so sorry. But, yeah. that is everything I have for you guys. Pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope it resonated with you. Please subscribe below if you want to see more content from me. I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and I will see you in my next one. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is for those of you who chose this stone here. I have no idea what it is, but it's cute. I've had it for many years. I'm going out of focus quite a lot, so there we go. There we go. I just heard the beauty is hidden. Let's look at your tarot cards. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the 7 of Cups. Instantly I'm getting Pisces. We have the Page of Wands. And the 10 of Swords in reverse. I just heard the song Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Follow the yellow road. I feel like for you guys, this lost memory is about choosing a path. Like, what path do I go down? I do feel like you guys had this choice. So maybe you were a bit older in terms of age. Being like maybe 6 above. For some of you guys, yeah, you could still be younger, but yeah, it's just like this. Do I go left? Do I go right? It does feel between 2 options. Magic. Why am I feeling magic? I don't know if you guys were into magic as a child. I'm actually, this person reminds me of Wizards of Waverly Place. Alex Russo from Wizards of Waverly Place right now. Some of you guys were always admired? No. Mesmerized? I don't know the word. But always interested in that kind of thing. Magic, things. Yeah. Just hearing magic. 10 of Swords. It was like, whatever decision this was, it was one or the other. It could not have been both. Like, you could not have chosen to do both things. Because one thing needed to end if you wanted to pursue the other. This may have been like a career in dancing, something that would take up your time, something that would have your heart. Yeah, again, I'm seeing the Game of Thrones here because I can see a dragon wing coming out here in the 7 of Cups. So it's like you're interested in like mythical creatures, that type of thing, fantasy. I'm gonna pull some more cards. Some of you guys also might be Scorpios. Sorry, if I look over there, I am looking at my candle. I'm just staring off into space. So I don't know if any of you guys had like a younger sibling or you're like the oldest. I'm seeing like a mirror, like someone mirroring you, or someone mirroring you. It's like you held the responsibility of something. Reflection. Hold on. So, Three of Swords. Number 2, please. Yeah, you might have held a responsibility for a family member because those who were meant to be responsible couldn't. They were unable to. This caused you a lot of pain. Because now you have the Three of Swords clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles for me is always that stability, that family. Financial stability may have been an issue for you growing up. I'm also feeling like the Seven of Cups, this choice was about, if your parents separated, it was about who you would live with. Which parent you would live with. Justice, Five of Swords in reverse. There's the Ten of Swords. Your pile just feels more sad, especially compared to the first pile. I feel an energy drop. I'm seeing here that maybe the decision that you made, you felt like, if you're looking back on it now and you can actually resonate with this right now, you felt like you didn't know enough information when you made that decision. You were unaware of something. I apologize for any noise that you can hear. There is building works going on. But yeah, it's like the decision that would make you happy, that would feel just to you, may have felt unjust to someone else, that carried a lot of burden. It's like you were responsible for this decision. I'm also seeing Harry Potter now, so I don't know if any of you guys, yeah, you just seem like you're very into magic, something like that. You intended to do setting this message anyway. There's a Seven of Cups here. The Emperor. This Emperor to me is feeling like a judge. So I don't know whether this decision had to be made in court or you just had an authoritarian figure that was present or aided your decision in some way. I don't know if your living circumstances wasn't sufficient. It wasn't providing you with everything you needed it to. Why is the Three of Swords open? So now you have the Five of Pentacles and the Empress in reverse. The Empress in reverse, I just pictured a mother. So it's like the person who broke your heart, the person who caused you this pain, with this Three of Swords here, was a mother figure, was a feminine figure. Ooh. They may have actually left in some way. I'm also seeing poverty, so I don't know whether you guys lived in some sort of poverty, or you were neglected, or again, pre-trigger warning, because there was one at the beginning of this video. Yes, you guys feel like you have this some sort of creativity, but it was very new. It was obviously you were younger, which I tried to get an early year memory. So the energy feels new, like it wasn't established. You may even just be like a newer spirit, I would say, like a younger spirit. I'm hearing hard lessons. So this lifetime was to taught you a lot of hard lessons. There was something about gauging inner strength here. I'm definitely seeing a breakdown of a home. I'm hearing the word restriction. I kind of want to get into your oracle cards, because either this message is like too broad that it can't get specific, because either a lot of people have chosen this pile, or yeah, it's like I'm only seeing the surface. I'm only getting the surface of this. Let's see. What more can you tell me about this last one? That is a lot of cards. What more can you tell me about this last memory? Pile number 2, please. Tell me about this last memory. Okay. So you have the card Home. You have the card Assurance. And you have the card Knowledge. Which, funny enough, is overlaying all the areas of where I was talking about. I feel like this needs to be in reverse. Let me see what messages we get coming through here. It says, now is the time to look into your domestic environment, making sure you are surrounded by beautiful things that have a special positive meaning for you. Cleaning, tidying house, and taking care of simple things are what are called for. That part there. Focusing on the small tasks. Yeah, it seemed like you had a responsibility of caring for siblings, caring for someone who couldn't care for themselves. Either you were put into a position where you had to do that, well, clearly you were, but as in like you had a guardian but they weren't able to care for you in some way, or you were caring for that guardian. It does feel like it was someone else, like someone younger or more vulnerable that you ended up caring for. Right, look at this. Okay, so the appearance of the Catholic earth goddess Danu, who gave birth to magic, portends the fulfillment of your desires and fruition of your dreams. What did I talk about magic here? That is so strange that came up, and I'm not quite sure why that keeps coming up. Please, if this resonates with you in any way, please talk about how magic is a part of your life or was a part of your life. So it says your alignment task is to turn this around by releasing all judgment towards yourself and others, reclaiming those dreams you seem to have lost. Write down those dreams and set your intentions. Then look in the mirror, imagining you are looking into Kawin's transformative cauldron. Say them out loud as if you've already happened. I was seeing Scrying, sorry, I was looking in the candle again. But that mirror, if you don't have a sibling or someone or something that was mirroring you, literally Scrying, looking into the mirror. There's something about looking at your reflection or something about mirroring coming through. So this message is saying look into the mirror and say affirmations. Just say yes with gratitude in your heart, and the goddess will lead you to discover your highest good. I don't know if I said I was seeing Scorpio here, but I'm seeing it again. I'm also seeing a manipulation. I don't know whether you were manipulated as a child or you've dabbled in some sort of shadow energies of manipulation. It's like you're a very skilled person. It's like you know how to almost get what you want. So it's like now using those skills as a positive. Using what you've learned and the knowledge you've gained to help others and to help yourself to transform into the best version of yourself. I just had a message, magic will only get you so far, so I don't know whether you actually do magic. You may have been very into like putting spells together and like, you know, when you would go outside as a child and you would like mix random stuff and pretend that it was going to become something more. It's like you either had this power all along and you didn't know, or you just never told anyone about it. You used it to your advantage. So the knowledge one, it says, right now things don't add up or make sense. So you may find yourself distrustful. Ingenuity and curiosity are called for as you face the unknown. Don't jump to conclusions. All the information has yet to be revealed. And it won't come by force, nor by overthinking and overanalyzing. Oh no, it wasn't your part there. Releasing any projected story or expectations. You don't have all the facts needed to make an informed choice. Yeah, here, what I was saying about that choice. It's like you didn't have enough knowledge to make the choice, to make a big choice. And that in some way may have hurt you. It may hurt you now, but may have harmed someone else. Let's see here now. More can you tell me about Panama 2s? Panama 2s. Two cards there. Okay, first card we have is use your hands. Again, I'm seeing clay, I'm seeing earth. I'm hearing specifically for you guys, earth magic is important. Something about the earth. I actually feel very like grounded now I'm saying that. It's like I'm sinking into my chair, I'm sinking into my seat. You also may be very into clay modeling, like clay modeling, actually modeling, family. Yeah, I had a feeling family was very important for you. Family was part of this significant memory. I don't know why, I just feel like I had to hold that there for quite a while. Again, you've got the leaves, you've got the green here. You don't know whether a parent of yours had some sort of, yeah, it's like they had their good times, they had the positives, and they taught you a lot. Maybe they even taught you about magic, they taught you about the earth. They may have had green fingers. And you have the card meditate. Look how she's in nature. She's actually sitting in the leaf to meditate. It's like you've always been very into spirituality in some way, shape or form. It may have just been your parents or someone. This is maybe why magic was coming up so much, because it was already a part of your childhood. A significant part of your life. Like where some people may be brought up in religion, you guys may have been brought up with these alternative methods of healing, of connecting. Right, let us look at Wisdom of Oracle. Number 2, what is this? You have the card Unfinished Symphony in reverse. Yeah, because with the Ten of Swords here, it's like this ending wasn't complete. Like whatever decision you made or whatever happened that caused some sort of ending, it wasn't just over and done with, and it still may not be over and done with. This may be something that still impacts your life heavily. Or if it was parents splitting up, it's like you still need to, or there's still an opportunity to reconnect with that parent, or you still need to engage with that person. It was like a continuous thing after this significant event or period of your life. The decisions that were made here affect you till today. Again, I'm seeing creativity and music being important for you. As well as the colour red. I don't know if any of you guys are earth signs, but there's something like you have a strong root chakra. You're an incredibly grounded individual. It may actually be like your higher chakras that you need to put into balance. Right, I was called to write something before I started all of these readings. They were very random messages, but number one somehow resonated, so I will read yours as well. Yours says, I don't know why, but I was called to write this as a Selenite stone, even though I don't think it's Selenite inside there. I have no idea what it is. It's years old. It was from when I was younger and I would pick up random shit. But yeah. So if anything, look into Selenite crystals. As usual, I put any additional messages I get down below with links and stuff so you can go research yourself. Here we go. So, make a noise, make it loud. Hold me near, keep me proud. Laughter is your medicine. I'll read it again. Make a noise, make it loud. Hold me near, keep me proud. Laughter is your medicine. I was feeling for some of you, someone may have passed away. With hold me near, keep me proud. And this, I'm just so drawn to this family card here. With how close they are. The hugging, the comfort, the feeling of being at home. And again, that phrase, laughter is your medicine, medicine. And I'm just seeing those bottles, the very holistic medicine. Right, so one more thing, I have an advice here, and then we will conclude your reading, pile number 2. What advice do you have? Those who choose 2. Okay. We have, don't be misled, and you needn't worry. First one. When fear speaks, it's always wrong, unless being chased by wildebeests. And when love speaks, it's always right, and usually bouncy. This is what I was feeling here. If you look into her eyes, she feels like, you know, that siren energy, but it's not a positive energy. So I don't know whether you ended up going down some sort of dark path with this thing that happened here, but it's just a message of don't give in to fear. If things feel like they're unknown, just allow it to pass. Allow and wait until you feel like you know more. This one says, there's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're all just learning how to show it. Big sillies. You needn't worry. You know, I feel like I need to read it again. There's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're all just learning how to show it. Big sillies. I feel like there's no message that goes with that. It just is, basically. It suffices on its own. Right, guys, that's everything I have for you guys. You guys feel very dreamy, like I could just live and be sucked into this energy. Right, so that's everything I have for you guys. Pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe down below. I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Those of you who chose this rose quartz, big fat hefty crystal, this is your reading. I'm trying to get my energy back up because there's always one pile that kind of drains me just a little bit. But we're gonna stay upbeat and positive because we've got 2 more to do. So let's get into your reading. Let's see what we've got here. We have the Moon card. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Cups. And we have the King of Wands. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. I'm hearing like some of you guys might have been theatre kids. It's not funny, but it's just funny. Some of you guys might have been theatre kids. Like this memory definitely involves some sort of friendship or friends. Like the type of friends who you make a pact with. Like those best friends that you would do everything with, you know. I'm hearing whether that's friends or family. You may have classed these friends as family because you were so close. I'm also seeing you guys outside somewhere, like camping, nature, looking up at the stars somehow. It's like the evening time or night time. I'm feeling summertime as well. Like a warm breeze. You know what? I kind of feel like you guys would tell each other scary stories. I don't know whether you did go camping. Some sort of, what's those things called in America? Like a summer camp. Like you guys would tell each other scary stories. You would share secrets. Intimate parts of yourself. You would reveal your emotions. Like it was a very it does feel very feminine, but I don't obviously want to exclude any other genders or gender identities. But it feels like a girls' club. Like where you hang out and these are the people you trust. These are the people who you are loyal to. Yeah, it's like we run in packs. It's like a community feeling. You guys always have each other's back. This group makes you feel protected. Whoopsie. Okay, let's get some clarifiers, please. Card number 3 with the rose quartz crystal. Why is the moon card here, please? Card number 3. Got the Knight of Wands. Let's for Pentacles here, please. Got the Queen of Pentacles. And there's the 3 of Cups here, please. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Feeling like that needs to be in reverse, so I'm going to keep you in reverse. Oops, obviously too many cards, bro. Okay, one second. I feel like this group of people helped you through a really tough moment in your life. Feeling like family problems, family, you know, like family breaking up, family issues. Especially when it came to your emotional well-being. It's like they helped you in the way that they could with the little that they had, because obviously I'm trying to tune into a childhood memory, so I'm assuming that you didn't have many resources, or these people didn't have many resources to give you. But what they could give you, you really cherished. Again, I'm feeling that protection, that knight in shining armor energy. It's like we could overcome any obstacle together. Yeah, this was a very precious period of time for you, very precious people to you. Definitely seeing 3 to 4 people. Some of you, this might just be one other person. But it does feel like more like a group of people. Not a big group. Let's figure out this more. See, you almost have the 4 of Wands coming down. Oh, again, feels like these people helped you through some sort of family breakdown, where some sort of structure fell through. This King of Wands is giving me a father figure. So I don't know whether you guys like would go on getaways or trips with this dad, with the father figure. Or, you know, the King of Wands energy is also someone who's quite flighty, like this person would be in and out of your life. Or one of these people's lives. Like this might not even have been your situation, but you helped them through this as well, rather than them helping you. I also feel like your family may have kept a lot, or you felt like your family were keeping a lot of secrets from you, or your mother was keeping a lot of secrets from you. There was a lot of things that you couldn't see, that you felt were hidden. But you could feel the emotion. You may be a very empathic person in that you can feel when things aren't right, which I think anyway, children can always feel when things aren't completely settled in their home environment. But it's like this was never fully revealed to you. Another scenario I'm seeing, if it wasn't friends who you protected, it was like a parent or an older brother or someone who you felt very protective of. Because I'm seeing you as this lion in the background. This lion to me is protecting this man. He's watching over him. Like, even though the King of Wands has what, like, he's got it, he's got the fight, you know, he's going to win. But still, you're there just to watch over this person. All these people were there just to watch over you. I don't know whether you push these people away in terms of like you weren't here for their help almost. Like when things got very bad, you wanted to just internalize everything rather than relying on them. You wanted to keep things to yourself. I'm hearing the song Ring a Ring of Roses. Tissue, tissue, you'll fall down. Yeah, why does it feel like you're dodging these people? Why are you dodging them? Is there something you didn't want to reveal to them? You ended not up. Honestly, this is quite speculation because I feel like where you would have relied on these people initially, why does it feel like you turned away or you rejected their help in some way? Let's see what more we can find with the Oracle cards. What more can you tell me about this? me come through some memory. How many cards is that? Right, we've got 3 cards. So your cards are Wisdom in reverse, Transformation, and Healing in reverse. Right. Is that right now? I don't know why ethnicity is coming through here. So I don't know whether you or your friends were a group of like mixed ethnicity or similar ethnicity. Like this is something in a way that you bonded together because you had similar cultures. You understood each other in some way in terms of like religion, spiritual beliefs. Yeah, I'm also seeing like henna. I feel like you may have been a very intuitive, spiritual person out of all of these. You may have even fell out over these beliefs. Hold on. It says, in this powerful time, others may seek you out for your wisdom. This is an auspicious period when new relationships are founded on deep truths shared with others. You are entering a potent period of your life to share all that you are and all that you have learned. Sharing, exactly. There's a message about you sharing these. It's like the complexities of life you shared with these people. It's like you found comfort amongst these people, these friends, this community. Look, I actually read the wrong message there. I've gone back and I still stand by what I said, but there's also the additional message here coming in about the goddess Mitis offers an important alignment task. You must face this fear, this anxiety, and say a resounding no. Even in the face of a greater story of cultural conditioning, be brave, courageous, and ask how you can be part of the solution. That cultural conditioning came through. It's like maybe this is something that you clashed over. How to handle certain things. Like possibly you were afraid to stand up for yourself. So yeah, all these cards are really talking about fear and being overwhelmed by fear, allowing it to play a part in your decisions. Okay, so this card is all about setting boundaries. Yeah, that really just resonates with this one. A need to say no, a need for protection. Do your close companions cling to their victim stories and continue to impose them on you? It's like these friends. So yeah, like I was saying, it may have been their story. This may have been their pain that you also shared with them because of your empathetic nature. Your alignment task is to step back and assess what is true, make new choices, maybe put yourself first. You'll be glad you did. So I feel like a lot of you will be resonating with the message of you ended up withdrawing your energy from them, and now I'm seeing why. It's because this may have been their story. You may have been overwhelmed with needing the feeling like you needed to help everyone else, but no one was fully supporting you. It wasn't an equal balance of give and take. Let's see here what we can get. Card number 3, please. What is their lost memory? I'm gonna take it this way. Gosh, my lips are peeling. Wow. So you have the same message as group number 2. Use your hands. Hydrate. Create art. With create art, I'm seeing like maybe your passions and their passions sometimes didn't align. What you wanted to do and what you did as a group wasn't always the same thing. And maybe you held yourself back from even pursuing what you wanted to do. Yeah, hydrate here is really giving me that replenishing your cup feeling, that message of, you know, why are you emptying your cup to fill someone else's, but they're not filling yours back up, you know? There was a need to rehydrate yourself, to bring yourself back into alignment, to bring everything back into alignment. Because you can see this energy is flowing into the person's cup. Sorry, I probably should have showed you. It's flowing from her into her own cup. It's like she's finding peace within herself. She's learning how to heal herself, not relying upon these other people or other things to heal her, to fill her cup for her. I'm just saying her because there's a picture of a woman on there, but obviously him, her, they, others. Use your hands. I feel like you have healing hands. For some reason, I'm picturing someone massaging someone. I'm also hearing clapping, so I'm not sure about this card, but clapping. For me, this is like you cheering other people on. You're always having that you know, you're open and willing, you're happy to cheer others on, especially when and help other people up when they've fallen down. What else do we need to look at? Okay, let's get a card from here. Right, yeah, the card New Life. Yeah, so you definitely broke away from this group. This group might actually have been a religion. You broke away from it. You found a new life. You found a new lease of life. It's like you reawoken. And you got to experience new things. Yeah, and I'm seeing someone who sculpts. A change in the wind. This is talking about a new direction. Being open to go into this new direction, you know. Allowing what to be will be. Even if the path at first appears lonely. Again, I'm seeing a different culture coming through here. So this path may have been very different from those within the same culture as you. I'm seeing Asian cultures mostly as well. Right, so basically, before I started this reading, I felt very called to write a message. The messages are very random. Don't know if they make sense. So far, they have kind of related here and there, but we're going to read yours and see what it's about. So, first of all, I heard a whistling sound. We have noisy bunch. It's like you didn't know I was here for you. Always, my dear, always. And then I had XOXO Grandma, and then lots of different names came through. So we have Grandma, John, Clive, Peter, Sue, Damien, and Selvin. That funny thing is, it says noisy bunch. Like, it means like you guys either were part of a very loud crew, or yeah, your crew just somehow dominated spaces. It's like you didn't know I was here for you. Yeah, so somehow you felt, I don't want to say isolated by this group, but I do feel like you felt happiness here. You felt some sort of sense of familiarity and home. But it's like there's more out there for you. There was more out there that you needed to see or experience. It's like you didn't know I was here for you. Always, my dear, always. This felt like an ancestor saying that. But also, if you're not resonating with having, you know, lost anyone significant to you, then definitely this just feels like some sort of spirit guide. I don't know whether you went on some sort of spiritual quest here and it led you to experience a new life. It has led you down a different path than everyone else. So it's just the message of you always have support. The whistling now is like someone trying to get your attention. So it's maybe there was always a nagging feeling, something always trying to get your attention, but you ignored it for a long time. Let's look at this advice and then we will conclude your reading. So, please bring forth clear messages, clear advice, and for heroes. What advice do you have for me? Here we go. Your advice here. Love doesn't have to mean near. It says, if they loved you once, they still do. And sometimes the good is hidden. Okay, you got 3 cards, but I'll let you off, alright? Right, so yeah, love doesn't have to mean near. Again, that feeling of you moved away from this community, from this group, from this friendship group, from these people, whatever it is, I feel like you moved away. It says some are better loved at a distance, for a while anyway, and that's okay. Besides, love doesn't really know the difference. Tally-ho, the universe. If they loved you once, they still do. It says, thanks for every single time you ever fell in love, whether or not it was obvious, whether or not it lasted, and whether or not you were loved back. It changed everything. Actually, you're always loved back. You changer, the universe, you changer. That's standing out to me. You're someone who changes the path of maybe your lineage, of your destiny. Maybe that's why this ancestor's coming through. Sometimes the good is hidden. Find the good in what they say or asked. It's always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be there. Sherlockly yours, the universe. Again, Sherlock, he's very like good at what he does, but he's eccentric, he's different. He does it like no one else. And I feel like that's you. P.S. Clues for what you want are hidden all around you, yeah. Exploring the unknown is definitely a message for you. So, that's everything I have for you guys. Pile number completely forgot number 3. Thank you for so much for watching this reading. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If it resonated with you, then please subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hi, Panel 4. Welcome to your reading. This is for those of you who chose this crystal here. I'm not even showing it properly. I'm so sorry. Alright, let's see what we got. 9 of Pentacles reversed. The Magician. We have the 2 of Wands. And we have the 9 of Swords reversed. Let's see what we get. Oh, right. What is this lost memory? I'm hearing the word creation. Do you know what? I'm really seeing guys into anime. I don't just hear the dark arts. Yeah, I'm really seeing someone who's into anime. Or like into cartoons as well. And again, this is giving me Capricorn energy, the 9 of Pentacles. And I know Capricorns are kind of like into cartoons. I don't know if it's for everyone, but I feel like it is a bit of a Capricorn trait. Oh, but you know what? Funny enough, this is the first part I've got where the memory wasn't outside of the home. I was getting more of like a significant moment in someone's life rather than one single memory, but this feels like it's actually inside of the home. It feels like it's in a bedroom. I feel like it's when you are alone and it's been a private time. But also to me, with this 2 of Wands and she's looking out the window, it feels like you were grounded for some reason. Like for some reason you had to stay in your room. Especially with the 9 of Swords here, it's like you were upset about this, but it's not the 9 of Swords where you're anxious, and it's not how do I say this? It is not the depth that a 9 of Swords can go to. This feels more so like, okay, you got upset because you got grounded and you got sent to your room. Like that's what this feels like. Well, you guys may have been known to be a bit more nerdy. For me, this feels like you got grounded because you did something you shouldn't have been doing. Like you either, I don't say you trespassed, like it wasn't that serious because you were a child. Well, I'm trying to get childhood memories, but please apply it to any area of your life. But it feels like you like you went and you picked fruit off a tree you shouldn't have been picked fruit from, or you went somewhere, you did something that was a bit mischievous. Like it wasn't that serious. But you had to, because you were stuck in your room, you had to make do with what you had in there. Alright, let's see. Tell me about... Okay, hold on. Tell me about tile number 4, please. By the Side of Pentacles. Have Justice. There's the Magician here, please. Upon number 4. Knight of Cups. There's the 2 of Wands here. There's the 9 of Swords here. So you have Justice come out, the Knight of Cups in reverse clarifying the Magician, the Eight of Pentacles with clarifying the Two of Wands. Let's just put this up here a little bit. And the Two of Cups and the Star card clarifying the Nine of Swords in a reverse. So yeah, it's like, for me, this feels very trivial. Like, I don't want to downplay it just in case, but it does feel like, you know, you did something bad, you got sent to your room, you cried, you were upset about it, you were like you were in a moment of hooping and wishing and dreaming, like, about all the things you could do when you can get out of your room, or when you're older and you're free from, like, you know, all these people that can tell me what to do. I don't know if you were quite someone who's always been mischievous, but it doesn't feel like it's a everyday occurrence for you. Like, I feel like this still was somewhat traumatic for you because it doesn't happen all the time. Yeah, and it was like a decision that was made that appeared fair in the moment. Like, you realised you did something bad and you got punished for it, basically. Chariot. Yeah, the feeling of manifestation, of wishing about something better. Did I say the word creative for you guys? I do feel like you had either a lot of toys in your room, a lot of things to do, at least, to keep you occupied during this time. Like, you have the Eight of Pentacles here. Like, there was something you could focus on during this time, whether it was just making up something in your imagination, writing a story, and playing with toys or different things around your room. And I am seeing an authoritarian, I can't say the word, figure here. I don't know whether you, like, wish them bad. Like, you know, as a child you'd be like, I wish you, I hate you. You know, this decision was not met with love, let's say that. I don't know whether you guys had imaginary friends or something that you felt protected you. Like, even though you were in this place, you didn't feel completely alone. Whether it was, yeah, like I said, imaginary friends or just your imagination. Your ability to make up creatures or things that could keep you company during this time. Or that could watch over you and protect you when you felt unprotected by these other people, just because you were, like, angry at them, let's say. Oh, that's hot. It's like this was a, sorry, I'm looking at my candle. Why you can't, let me just put it into frame, shall we? It's like this was a moment for you to see things from a new perspective. It was like you go up into your room and you sit and think about what you did. Yeah, there was like a duality to you. Someone who is like rageful and passionate and maybe reacts without thinking, but also someone who's very kind and sweet and actually thinks things through before it happens. It's funny. It's like you can do both. But it's not often people see the more of the shadow aspect, which may be why you didn't actually get in trouble a lot. It was just something that occurred and it threw you off, because you could have not even meant for that thing to happen, you know, for it to be wrong. Yeah, I don't know whether there was more than one of you who did this thing, but you were the one who got punished, or, you know, it was like you and a friend or something like that. I'm seeing whatever you did, it was kind of like outside, like, so I guess you aren't the only part that was inside. But I'm hearing the word skipping rocks, like I don't know whether you lived near some sort of countryside. I'm seeing a countryside and nature and like water and, you know, being around a lot of open land in some way, or like if whether you lived in like near a farm or a vineyard or something like that. And I'm getting them like the word of cooking, of someone making a message. So I don't know whether from your room you smelt like someone making food downstairs. But I don't think it was like a harsh punishment of like you're going to bed with no food. I just felt like you know, you needed to be reprimanded, is that the word? For what I would say was a mistake. Sorry, hold on, before I move on, I just kind of want to know why this is a significant memory for you. Why is this a significant memory? Why is this a significant memory? Feels like this memory caused you to either take a new direction or like almost leave home. It was like for you this was a turning point of, I want to be independent, I want to be in control of my life. I don't want to be told what to do anymore. Yeah, significant moment. Here we go, Tower card. It's like everything you thought or you had constructed your life around broke down for you. It was like a realization moment. And let us just clear up these cards a little bit because my other ones were a little bit messy. We're gonna get first of all these. So please. Tell me about pile number 4 is this one. So your cards, fortune, inexperience, and radical acceptance. I feel like, yeah, this was a moment for you where you needed to accept where you were in the moment. You know, you were either a child or you weren't able to make decisions or look after yourself independently. It's like in this moment you could regain your thoughts, figure out your next moves, almost like what you wanted for yourself. says, let the peace of Freya, a Norse goddess of war, enter your mind. Amid the fury of battle, she came to collect the fallen and bring them to a place of rest and recuperation. Freya is here to remind you that acceptance of defeat is not the end. Yeah. She offers the gift of acceptance, the knowing that there is nothing to resist right now. Yeah, not taking the world so personally, you will not have to fight at all. So you had to surrender to the moment, like you were a child, you couldn't disobey this thing. Like you almost did identify it as a fair thing that happened to you, but you realised maybe this is not something you want to happen to you again. Right, so it says the goddess Persephone was forced to pay a high price as restitution for what she thought were innocent actions. Like I said before, I think you didn't think that what you were doing was particularly wrong, so it shocked you when you got punished for it. Today she is a wiser goddess and is encouraging you to stop what you're doing and pay attention to the red flags. Don't take a bite of the forbidden fruit unless you are willing to pay the price. That is so funny that I saw fruit here, that you somehow took a fruit. Maybe that was more metaphorical for you actually, like you didn't actually steal fruit, but you dabbled in something you knew you shouldn't have. It says, if you feel unsure in any way about what is being offered to you, step back and ask, do I know enough knowledge and have strength to explore this without attachment to what lies ahead? Yeah, so it's like this gave you time to figure out more about yourself. All your experience and all your skills are rich with meaning and purpose. The goddess of luck and prosperity. Say it's time to share your good fortune with others. Yeah, so it's like here you kind of got like, I don't know if you got $1 million idea, that's what I'm actually hearing, but there's something that came to you in this time where you were by yourself, where you were punished, that actually benefited your future, or is somehow going to benefit your future. Right, let me see. I keep hearing the word skill, so I don't know if there was a special skill that you learned. Let me grab this lost memory. I hate when they fall on the floor. This lost memory, please. Number 4. This lost memory. Number 4, please. Right. Interesting. Whoa. Oh, there's already 2 down there. Okay. Right. We have nourish your temple, journal. I'm just going to keep all of them. Sound healing. Sorry, I just had to change the memory card. What were we doing? Sound healing. And you have connect with the earth. I got an extra card, but here we go. Connect with the earth. Again, yeah, it feels like you made this mistake while you were out in nature. There's something about nature or the earth that is grounding for you. Again, I'm feeling like you either were in or you lived in the countryside, somewhere with a lot of greenery, a lot of just nature in general. There's no other word for nature but nature. Yeah, so journal. And in a way, I'm getting a message that like there's something either hidden in a journal, something that you wrote down, or something that you need to remember. It's like I said, $1 million idea. There's something that you came up with during this time that is calling for you now. Have the word journal. I don't know whether you just literally journaled down your feelings. Nourish your temple. Again here, I feel like you did eat. Like you weren't punished. You didn't go to bed without food or anything. It was like your parents or whoever was your guardian was like, they were still fair in the punishment that they gave you. It wasn't extreme. And then sound healing. I'm hearing humming. Like, This could have just been you, like, you know, making noise, entertaining yourself with what you had. I'm also hearing distant music, so whether your parents or someone would play music that was healing for you, or this music actually is healing for you now. Let us see what are these now. So this is annoying. Ow. Whew. Okay. Tell me about this memory, please. Tell me about time before this memory. New life. I'm gonna get one more. You know what? You guys might be drawn to another pile because you had a lot of similar cards. Or you might have found it difficult to choose your pile. I hate reversals, so I'm looking in the book. So let me show you your cards real quick. You have these two cards in reverse: New Life and Chaos and Conflict. Again, talking about inexperience. You must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You are at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all. Don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. So yeah, it's like in this time, you had time to yourself to regain your thoughts, collect your thoughts, and like truly tune into yourself. I don't know whether you are a very active kid. You were always go, go, go. A lot of movement. It didn't allow you to just sit in this time where you were like either grounded or stuck in a moment. I'm actually seeing like snowing outside, so maybe it was just a time where you were stuck indoors for some reason, but you were always such an outdoor person. This period gave you time to be still and to find something else about yourself. It was like an awareness of how little you really knew about life. It says this is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order, a complete reassortment of elements. If your attention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. You'll discover everything you need to know about how this situation affects you long term. Yes, be present in the eye of chaos. This moment is valuable. What did I say about this period of your life? Whatever happened here, it's very valuable for you. I'm actually smiling now. It feels, again, that $1 million idea. There's something that happened here that is going to change a lot for you. Particularly as if this memory has been lost for you until now, or it's something you have been yet to tap back into, or you thought then was so insignificant. It's actually going to bring you so much. I'm hearing so much healing and blessings. Right, so funny enough, it's not actually that funny. I wanted to write something before I felt compelled to write something before I started all these readings, and I've read all the other ones and they seem to resonate, so hoping, fingers crossed, that this one does again. Here we go. It says, hold it near and don't make a sound, fear my wrath, music to my ears, that's all. And then it was like a smiley face. It was like very cheeky. Again, I didn't say this, but these messages were super random, so you have to just take what you take from it. But hold it near, I'm really feeling like hold this moment near, hold what happened here near, because it's going to mean a lot for you, and it will mean a lot for you. I feel like after you watch this reading, if you haven't already noticed this, or no one's told you this is going to be something that you're going to explore a bit more, hopefully. Don't make a sound, which is funny. I feel like, yeah, again, either you are in trouble or the sound healing is coming in here. I don't know why it says don't make a sound, but you guys can tell me how significant this message is for you. Fear my wrath, which is so funny because I feel like this is like a parent now. This is someone who told you what to do, basically, who punished you in some way. Music to my ears. What was I saying about you hearing some kind of music? Music is like distant music. It's also that phrase of this is music to my ears, like this is a blessing. This whole thing here has been music to my ears. And it's like, that's all. Like, this moment was very over very quickly for you. It seemed so insignificant, but it's like I was drawn, I wanted to draw a winky face here, because that's why I felt like someone just winked at me, like, when that's all. Like, yeah, like, you know, there's more to this. It's like very cheeky. This may just be your personality being very cheeky. Finally, let me get an advice card for you, and we will conclude your reading, card number 4. So, what advice you have for those who choose card number 4? Okay. Here we go. Karma is on your side. Wonderful. Create space for new love. This doesn't even feel like romantic love to me. Obviously it can be for some of you, but this feels like a new love, a new passion for a lot of you. Let me see what they have. So karma's on your side. If you could read all the minds that I read, hear all the prayers that I hear, beat all the hearts that I beat, I wonder if you'd even believe how often you're thought of, talked about, and fallen in love with. It's payback time. Andale, andale. Yeah, it's like a go energy. Like, this is a kick up the ass for you guys to do something. It's like whatever happened here, again, is coming back as a positive, as a blessing, karma. But this time it's on your side. Even though you may have felt like this punishment or whatever happened was unfair or imbalanced, it's actually being balanced out now. Says, when a thing hurts your eyes, stop looking at it. When it hurts your ears, stop listening to it. And when it hurts your heart, stop justifying it. I love you so much, the universe. For me, this is about making a new decision, taking a new direction, not making the same mistake twice. Choosing the better path. That's what this feels like to me. Any of how number 4, thank you so much for watching this reading. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more from me, you can subscribe down below. I will post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and I will see you in my next one.